Hi everyone, welcome back. This class we're doing today is all about focusing on our breath to guide us through the movement. It's a great tool to help us deepen our stretches, and it's also a great way to calm our mind, relieve any stress that we're feeling, and really just bring us into the present moment. So all you need is a yoga mat. Go and grab one of those and let's do it. Okay everyone, we'll get started standing at the back of our mat, just having our feet hip distance apart to begin. So from here, take a nice big breath in, palms are going to reach up, and then exhale to release. Big breath in. If you like, you can close your eyes here. Exhale, release. So through the class today, I really want you to focus on allowing your breath to guide you through the movement. Big breaths in here. If you want, you can add a little knee bounce if that feels good to do. And just starting to bring some stillness into your mind and just focusing on yourself. We'll go for one more like this. And then as you're exhaling, bring those hands by the hips, tucking your chin, nodding your head, and start to roll your spine down to the floor. And then once you get down to the bottom here, just letting everything be nice and heavy, keeping the eyes closed if you like. Good, and then we're going to take a slow little roll back up, nice and slowly. And we'll do that a few more times. So once you get up to the top, we'll reach those hands back up and overhead. And then as we're exhaling, hands come back down, tuck that chin, nod your head, and start to slowly peel your spine down to the bottom. Good, one more like this, nice big breath in. Start to peel that spine all the way back up. Head, neck and shoulders are nice and heavy. Good, last one here, nice big breath. And a big exhale. Lovely, just envisioning that spine moving slowly, just one vertebra at a time. Good, and then staying down here, I want you to grab onto opposite elbows and just that gentle sway side to side. Just taking your time here, nice easy movement, releasing through that lower back. Again, you can keep a little bend in the knee if that feels nice. Good, and then just slowly coming back to center. And we're just going to start to shuffle the feet out mat width apart. Good, and then from here we're just going to take a little forward fold and then coming up to a half lift. If you can't have your hand on the floor, that's fine. You can bring your hands to your shins instead, whatever works for you there. And we fold. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale to fold. Lovely, and then from here we're going to take our right hand to our left ankle, and then that left arm is going to stretch up to the ceiling, taking that little twist. And if you want a little bit deeper, you can wrap that hand behind your waist, opening up through that shoulder a little more. Few breaths here. Good, release that arm, and then we slowly make our way to the center and then straight over to that opposite side. So left hand, right ankle, right arm reach. And you can wrap that hand behind if you like. Good, and let's release that arm. Bring yourself back to center, and then just bringing the feet back to hip distance apart. And then I just want you to start to walk your hands out and find a nice little down dog. So just take a moment here to get settled in, feeling the ground supporting your hands and your feet beneath you. And if it feels nice, you can start to pedal out the feet, so just rising one heel at a time. Good, just moving nice and slowly here. And then just planting both heels down. And then we're going to take that left foot up behind us. And then I want you to bend that left knee, opening up that hip. Be strong through your arms, support yourself. And then we're going to start to slowly step that foot forward, coming into our first little hip stretch. So if it's a little bit intense today to be up here, you can just drop that back knee to the floor. Otherwise you can stay nice and lifted there with me. And try not to have too much weight pressing through those arms. And then using that breath to just sink that little bit deeper into the stretch. Now if it feels good, you can just start to rock a little bit forward, a little bit back. Excellent, and finding some stillness if you're rocking. We're going to drop that back knee down, untuck those toes, and then from here, we're just going to start to shift our hips back to find a nice little hamstring stretch. And if you want a little bit deeper, you can flex those toes up towards the ceiling. Big inhale to lengthening, and then exhale, we fold. Good, take a big breath in here, and we're slowly just going to walk ourselves back forward. And I'm just going to stay in this little position here, come up with that spine. Your left hand can go to your left knee, and then that right arm is going to stretch up and overhead, taking that little side bend. And you'll feel a nice big stretch through that right side of your body. Just making sure that that right arm is coming up and overhead. You're not sort of closing off your chest. I want you to stay nice and lifted there. Excellent, and then we'll walk those hands back to the floor, tucking that back right foot, lifting the knee, and then support yourself with your arms here. We're going to step that left foot back, finding a little plank. If it's too strong, just come down onto your knees, and then we're just going to start to slowly lower ourselves down, nice and slowly to the floor, and then just untucking those toes. Hands are going to stay underneath our shoulders. You can take those feet a little wider here as well. Nice big breath. We're just going to start to peel that spine up, just going as high as you feel comfortable to go. So if up here doesn't feel nice, just keep it really little. A few more like this. Nice big breath in. We lift it up. Just think about lengthening through that spine. Good, and then we slowly lower it back down. One more, big breath. Good, and then let's slowly start to lower ourselves back down. Good, and then from here we're going to tuck those toes, pressing up, finding a nice little down dog here. My microphone's trying to escape. And again, if it feels nice to add those little heel lifts, go for that. Otherwise, just staying nice and still there. Excellent, guys. Then from here, we're going to send that right leg up nice and high, and then start to bend that right knee, open up that hip. Good, and then we're slowly going to step it through to find that nice little hip stretch. So again, if you want to just drop that back knee, that's fine, just do that. Whatever feels good. Good, so just really focusing in on that breath, adding that little shift forward and back if that feels nice to do. Nice, guys. And then from here, we're just going to plant that back knee, untuck your foot, and then just slowly start to shift ourselves back, peeling those right toes off, finding that nice little hamstring stretch. Inhale to prepare, and then we exhale as we fold. So use your arms here to support yourself on the ground. And just with each breath, just see if we can get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Alrighty guys, let's take a nice big breath in. Then we're slowly going to step it forward. Now right hand comes to right knee, and then that left arm's going to stretch up and over, going into that nice little side bend. So just making sure both of your hips are pointing forward so you can get that deeper stretch. Nice open chest, bicep by the ear. Try to deepen that breath here. So when you're breathing in, I want you to try to picture yourself filling up all four corners of the lungs, and then a nice big exhale, sidle out. Lovely, guys. We're going to start to walk our hands forward, supporting ourselves with those hands. Tuck that back foot, stepping that right foot back, and again slowly lowering back down, coming onto the knees, untuck the toes, and allowing that chest to come to the floor. Hands are coming back underneath those shoulders. Nice big breath in. We start to peel that spine up, just finding your range that feels nice. Open through your chest, and we slowly lower it down. Couple more. Flowing with that breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Last one. Big breath. Good, and then we slowly lower back down. And then from here, we're just going to walk ourselves up to tabletop. Bring the knees nice and close in. Then from here, big toes are touching, knees come out to the sides. And we're just going to walk those hands out for a nice little child's pose. So finding some nice length here through the spine, through the arms, out of the fingertips. Alrighty, from here we're going to start to walk those hands over to that left side and just sinking into a side stretch here of that right side of your body. If you want it a little bit deeper, you can bring your right hand on top of your left. Take a big breath in, and then as you're exhaling, just walking it slowly back to center and then over to that left side. Again, if you want it to be a little bit deeper, you can bring that left hand on top. Alrighty, another nice big breath in, and then slowly just walking yourself back to center. Hands are coming underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips, finding a little tabletop. So just get comfortable here, move slowly, and then from here we're going to drop that belly, nice big inhale, and then we exhale to round. Nice big inhale, and exhale. So if cat and cows feel nice, stay here, or if it feels good to just sort of start to move a little bit side to side, just creating little S bends with that spine. you can do that. Good, and then just coming back to center. Just cross your feet for me and then just walking those hands back. So we can come to a seated position. Now from here, feet are going to be nice and flat to the mat. Hands can interlace at the back of those legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Big breath in, and then as we're exhaling, just rounding through that spine, just allowing the shoulders to come forward and really creating that nice bit of flexion. Good, nice big breath in. And then we exhale to round. Good, one more like this. And then exhale to round. Nice, and from here, just bringing your hands by your sides and then just start to slowly lower yourself down to the floor. Feet come nice and close into your glutes, getting comfortable with it. Palms are relaxed by your sides. We're going to start to tuck that tailbone under, pubic bone forward, and just make our way into a little bridge. Big inhale at the top, exhale to lower. Good, big breath in. Exhale as we lift it up. Slowly lowering it back down. Lovely. On this next one, I want you to meet me up at the top. And just taking a little hold here, just allowing a little bit of heat to come into the legs. Closing down the eyes. Nice big breath in, and then slowly peel your spine back down. Now from here, we're going to take that left foot over to our right knee and find a nice little pigeon pose. So scooping those arms through, holding onto those that right shin there. Keeping both feet flexed if you can. And then if you want, you can start to add a little ankle roll to that right foot. And reverse that circle. And then same thing here, if it feels nice to add a little bit of a rock, side to side, go for that. Nice big breath here, and then slowly exhaling, we're just going to swap sides. So bringing that left foot to the floor, right foot to that left knee, scoop those arms through, holding onto that right shin. Trying to keep both feet flexed for now. And then if you feel like it, you can start to circle that left ankle around and reverse. Nice job. And then again, if you want to add a little rock here, go for it. Lovely. Big breath in, and then as we're exhaling, we're just going to bring those feet to the mat. I want you to glue the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall out to the sides, creating a little butterfly shape. You can sort of decide here on how intense you want it by where you put your feet. So if you want it to be sort of less intense, just bring your feet closer to the end of your mat. A little bit more intense, feet closer to your pelvis. And then we're just going to take our left hand to our heart space, right hand to our tummies. And I just want you to really close your eyes here. And just feeling your breath moving throughout your body. So noticing when you inhale, the lungs, the chest, and the belly expands. And then as you exhale, they start to fall heavy. Noticing your heartbeat. And just maybe taking a moment here to give yourself little bit of gratitude, thanking your body for doing all the things you ask it to. And just giving it a bit of time to rest, release, and relax. And giving our mind some quietness and some space as we focus on our breath. Alrighty, we're going to take a nice big breath in here. And then a nice big exhale. Lovely, then you can just bring your hands back by your sides. Just gently starting to lift those knees up. And then just bringing your feet mat width apart. And then we're just going to drop that left knee over to the right side and then switch. So just rocking those knees side to side. Nice. Good, and coming back to the center, just bringing those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. And then we'll move into happy baby, so just grabbing the outside edges of the feet. If you can't quite reach your feet, you can just grab onto the knees instead, or the front of your pants if you're wearing pants. And then just going in for that nice little rock, side to side. Love it, then just coming back to center, giving yourself that nice little squeeze once again, and then just holding on to the front of the knees. A few little rock and rolls here. Massaging out that spine. And then just coming up to a nice seated position, meeting me in the center of your mat here. I'm going to take that nice big breath in, and then as you're exhaling, right hand comes down to the floor. Nice little side bend. Lovely. Bring it back to center, and then left side. Good, bring that hand up, and then just taking that nice little twist to your right. Good, breath in here, and then over to the left. Lovely, then just twisting back to center, just giving me a few little shoulder rolls. And a couple forward. Nice, meet me in the middle, just bringing that head side to side, stretch out through that neck. A few little up and down. Nice, last one here, just going to go in for a few arm circles. Nice big breath in. And then a couple forward. Nice, meet me in the middle. And you guys are all finished. I hope you enjoyed that little bit more chill and quiet time for your mind, and to just really connect in with your breath. Often we don't really pay attention to it, so I hope that just sort of reconnected you back to your body and your breath, and just allowed a little bit of space in your mind. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.